Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Rich Reviews It. Thank you for tuning in. Today I will be reviewing a mountain bike that I bought almost a year ago. This is the 2023 Specialized Stumpjumper Evo Comp. Picked this up, upgraded from a hardtail bike to a full suspension. I'll be going over some of the features, giving my final thoughts on it, what I think about it, and see if you're thinking about picking one up, just kind of give you a little bit of insight on that. All right, so let's get into it. All right, everybody, so here we are looking at the Specialized Stumpjumper Evo Comp. This one is the 2023 version. This one also has a carbon frame. The total weight on this bike is about 31.5 pounds. So I mean, it's fairly light. It's not too bad. This one has almost a 1200 millimeter wheelbase, so it's a bit of a longer bike. And it's got the front fork is going to be a Fox 36 Rhythm grip, and it has a pretty slack head tube angle. This one has about a 64.5 degree head tube angle right now, so it's great for it's been a great all-around trail bike for me. I've ridden it on some cross-country trails. I did a Xterra triathlon with this bike. It performed well. I've taken it onto some downhill trails. Nothing crazy. I mean, I'm out here in Tucson, Arizona, so I've ridden up in the upper 50-year trail, and I've come down Jam and come down the upper 50, so rolled some slabs and everything, and it's handled really well. I'm pretty happy with it. So in the back you've got the Fox Float Evo or Evol suspension in the back, and that one's been okay. As you can tell, I kind of bottom out a lot. I think I might need to adjust that, but it's not too bad. It does have the two position adjuster here. You can firm it up or you can soften it up. So whenever I'm climbing, I'll usually stick it down to firm to lock it out, and when I'm in quote-unquote party mode, if I'm going downhill, I'll flip it back up so that suspension is active. Same thing up here. You can adjust this to fully open, or you can set it all the way firm, for when you're climbing. Like I said, I'll usually firm this up when I'm climbing, open it up. Now, I've climbed both ways. I've climbed with it, completely open and firm. Locking out the suspension does make a bit of a difference. You're able to climb a lot more efficiently. It's not terrible with it open. I've done it open before, and I mean, I'm not much slower, but it makes a little bit of a difference. Depends on how steep you're climbing. This one does have one of the nice features about this bike here is that it does have an adjustable head tube angle, so you can add 2 degrees to this. So you can go from 64.5 to 66 degrees. So if you don't want something so slack, you can steepen it up a bit. I replaced the handlebars, not because they were bad, but just because I wanted to customize it, make it mine. The handlebars are about the same. It's about an 800 millimeter width on the handlebar. The rise and the back sweep is pretty similar to what I have on now. I got the Trail One components, carbon fiber handlebar, and I also bought a new stem, so I put the new stem on it. The one that came from Specialized, it was a good stem. There was no reason to change it. I just wanted to, again, customize this a little bit. And then when I was buying this handlebar, this was on sale, so I said, you know what, might as well pick it up. This bike also has, for brakes, it does have the SRAM Code RS brakes with 200 millimeter rotors on the bottom, and that's been working pretty well. I haven't had any trouble with that. These brakes, when I'm rolling down slabs, I want to control my speed and start feathering everything. They do the job pretty good, so I haven't seen a reason to upgrade those at all. Again, it's a carbon fiber frame. One thing that's pretty neat about this, another thing that I like about this bike is it does come with a little tool kit here. So you have this little multi-tool. So if you need to do some maintenance on the fly, you're able to do that. And it stores nicely in here to the water bottle cage. Let's see if I can get this in. with one hand. Son of a... Okay, let me switch hands. Oh my gosh. I swear it's not this hard, just because I have one hand right now. There we go. All right, got this up. All right, and then this does have the SWAT container in it. So if you open this up here, you're able to carry some tools in here. It does have this one came with a tool bag in here. There's also a bladder that comes with, so if you want to carry extra water, you want to carry a hydro pack or whatever, you can store extra water in this little compartment here. And then you can also carry some tools in here if you want to go light. I haven't used it much, you know, just 'cause I carry a pack, so everything I carry is mostly on my back, so haven't had much of a use for that one. Same with the water cage too. This one I haven't had much problems with the linkage or anything. That works well. This does come with a full SRAM XG drivetrain. It's a 1x12, so you have 1052 in the back, and then in the front you have a 32 tooth chain ring. And I believe these are 170 millimeters for the crank arms. And it's been okay. One thing is I do get a lot of pedal strikes with this bike here. I know I can go with shorter crank arms, but then I'll have to up the seat, change the cockpit, and I don't want any of that. So I'm okay with the occasional pedal strike. You know, I got the Fukers that I'm running on here. They're the knockoff version of the race face, and you know, as you can see, they've taken a beating, but you know, they're holding up pretty well. You can also see down here all the pedal strikes that I've had. Other side looks the same. So, you know, do keep that in mind. So if you want something that's a little bit higher, you may want to look at one of their other models. But again, it hasn't been a huge deal to me. You know, I haven't wiped it or anything like that. Do these pedal strikes, you know, I deal with them. It's not bad. You know, again, the derailleur, you know, got the SRAM XG. This thing is taking a beating too, because I ride this thing hard. I don't pussyfoot it at all. Also back here, you have this flip chip. You can raise the bottom bracket by 10 millimeters. So I think right now it's set in the high position. Yeah, as you can tell here, that's the shape of this little washer or whatever this thing is here. So right now it's on high. If you turn it around, it's gonna set it to low. So that kind of lowers it down a little bit. You do have a chain guard here, and since I do have all these pedal strikes, and you know, sometimes I do knock the chain ring, excuse me. I put a chain ring guard down here. So that thing has saved my tail a bunch, and it saved my chain too, so it doesn't get all chewed up. You know, again, 200 millimeter rotors in the back with those Code RSs. You know, full hydraulic brakes. This one here, and then the bike comes with tubes. It has pressed a valve, but it's fully tubeless ready. So I'm running tubeless right now. I have some of I think it's an orange sealant or whatever it is, but I have that running these tubes, and it's been working great. Back here for the hub, it's just the regular, you know, alloy sealed cartridge hub. It's nothing fancy. It's not like a DT Swiss. I think the spokes are DT Swiss though. The tires that come on it, they're not bad. They're these Eliminator grid trail. You have the T7 up front, and I think T7 in the back, and then you got the T9s in the front. These have been working well. You know, when I go down, you know, I ride down a bunch of slabs and stuff like that, and they grip pretty good. So I haven't had any issues with those. So I haven't had a reason to change them out. So I've kept these here. What else? I mean, this thing climbs really good. It handles great. I have a good time riding it. You know, you have the X Fusion dropper post here, and this one it's pretty smooth working. So let me push it down. Okay. You know, and then when you go down, you do what you need to do, and boom, you're up. So, you know, that's good. The grips, I replaced it with these what are these? The North Shore grips. I do like these better than the stock ones that came on it. And again, I didn't really need to, but you know, wanted to customize it, make it mine a little bit. What else can I say about this bike? The travel on here. So if you, this is the S2. This is a size S2. I'm 5'6", so this is a size S2. This one comes with 160 millimeter travel for your front fork. If you get the S1, that one's running 150 millimeter travel, so it's a little bit shorter. But you know, the 160 has been plenty for me, and you know, it's been like I said, it's been an all-around great bike. I haven't had any issues with it. Driver post is working great. You know, gear shifting, I've had to re-index them a few times, but as you can tell, I'm hard on the bike. You know, I've wiped it a few times. I've gone over the handlebars a few times, and this thing just really holds up. You know, it's nice and quick. You know, one thing I do want to do is change out the back wheel to maybe get something that's a little bit more responsive when it comes to pedaling, because you see you still get that before it engages. So I'd like to get a little tighter engagement there, get more points of engagement there. So I might go with something like the JG bike wheels. I do like those a lot because they're, you know, they're budget price and they work great. What else? I mean, this is, like I said, this has been a great bike. Don't have many complaints about it. You know, the Fox float, you can adjust the rebound on it. You can adjust the pressure on it based on your weight. Same thing with the front fork too. Like, it's all got the Fox component, Fox suspensions, which I like. It's been great. Brakes have been working good. Haven't had much trouble with it. You know, again, it handles really well on the trail. Going downhill, a lot of fun. You know, it's very playful, able to go down. I've done 2 to 3 foot drops on it, no problem. Goes over the chunky stuff, no problem. Rolls down slabs, no problem. Getting up, you know, various obstacles and features, haven't had any trouble with that. The only complaint that I have is just those pedal strikes, but again, I can live with those. This bike I picked up for $3,499.99 last year. That's before tax. Regularly, this thing is retail price on this thing is $5,000. Right now, when I checked Specialized's site, it was $4,999.99. So you get a whopping 1 penny discount. I've seen this thing go on sale a bunch through Specialized, so keep your eyes on it. It will go on sale occasionally, so just kind of, if you're in the market for a new bike but you're not in a rush, you know, I would say wait for the sales to happen. You can get a good price on it. Like I said, I paid about $3,500 for this thing. I'm not disappointed with it. I'm very happy with it. I don't plan on getting rid of it anytime soon. You know, it's been a great bike. You know, taking on trails, taking on technical trails, taking it on cross-country trails, you know, and you know, dirt road, gravel trails, all those, and it's handled really well. And it also climbs really good too. I mean, I've climbed some fairly steep hills with it, and you know, no problem, just kind of eats all those up. So, and the frame has not changed much. This frame, I don't think it's changed since 2022, at least, maybe 2021, and right now we're in 2024. So, you know, even if you pick up a 2022 or just buy the frame set and build it up yourself, you know, if you can get one at a good price, it's not much has changed on this thing. So, you know, if that's an option, definitely go for it. This one I just bought, you know, out of the box. It was just, everything was together, you know, good price, so went with it. So yeah, if you're in the market, you're looking for a good, you know, all-around trail bike, full suspension, this is a good one. I do recommend this one. I like it a lot. I'm very happy with it. This is my first full suspension bike. Before this, I had I think I had a Diamondback, and then I built a carbon cross-country bike that was just a hardtail. So there was nothing to it, but you know, again, I've been very happy with this bike. The dropper post works great. The cockpit feels good when you're sitting in the seat. You know, you can lock out the suspension. Brakes are great. Haven't had to do much to this other than index the gears every once in a while, but Other than that, it's a solid bike. I do like this one a lot. So, you know, if you're looking to get into upgrade your bike from a hardtail to a full suspension, or you're just looking to upgrade your full suspension bike, do definitely keep this in mind. Very happy with it. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you found it helpful. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel out, so I can grow this and continue bringing you some more reviews. All right. Thanks, everybody.